welcome back. I'm VinsanityIBG, and we are doing Geekfuel EXP Volume 2. For those of you who don't know, Geekfuel has recently changed their subscription boxes from being a 1-month subscription to being a subscription that comes out about every 3 months, so about every quarter. Now the price has gone up to about $55 per box, but you're supposed to be getting $100 worth of value out of the box every time you get it. I do have to give myself a little bit of props here. I got it today. I'm unboxing it today. Now, if only I can get it up on YouTube in a short amount of time after that, I'll consider that a win. But let's go ahead and get into the box. I do want to mention that for the first volume of the Geekfuel box, I don't feel like we got the value. If I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, but based off my last video, I believe I valued everything to be about $85. We got more than what we paid, but I don't feel like we hit that $100 value that they were promising. So I'm really hoping to see that change with this box. I was a little underwhelmed with last box, so I'm also hoping to see that change as well. So let's go ahead and get into it and see exactly what we got, and if this is a good box for the future of this channel. Now, everybody knows that the foldable pamphlet here-ish is the spoiler magazine, so let's go ahead and skip that and get right into the first item on the box. First item out of the box is Rick and Morty air freshener. This is new space cruiser scent, and I see what they did there. I'm assuming it's going to be new car scent. Can't really smell it through the package, which has never been a crazy good smell for me. I don't particularly like it, but I'm always on the lookout for good nerdy air fresheners, because surprisingly enough, they're actually hard to find. Like, go out and find yourself a nerdy air freshener for a genre that you like. They're almost impossible. I recently did some searches online to try to find some. And I did find some Rick and Morty for like Pickle Rick that were pickle scented and stuff like that, which I thought were really unique. But there really isn't a lot of air fresheners out there, which I don't know why. Why? I think the only way that they really get out there is if somebody does an exclusive content like Geekfuel and hands them out. But I really like the item. Do I feel like it's on its way towards being a $100 box already? No, because this I would give about $5. I see air fresheners out the time, all there for $5. You get more into the geeky, nerdy ones that you can find, they're about $7 or $8. So it's an okay start, but I'm hoping it gets better. But I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 6 out of 10. I like the item, I like the uniqueness of it, I like an exclusive. But there's still a little left to be desired. Let's go ahead and do this. I believe we got one of these last time. I really like, I mean, if this is the same thing, which I believe it is, and it is, I really like that they've stepped up from just doing prints, so things printed out on paper, to doing actual like canvas art. I really like that. However, I'm not a big fan of the designs that they've been choosing. Now, this is like a comic book style cover. Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man comic cover on a canvas art. Again, I really do like that they've stepped it up from just doing prints, but I don't know, these aren't really for me. I mean, if they were cool, unique covers, I would like that, but they're literally just the covers of comic books that are already out. And that's not really my cup of tea. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 6 out of 10 as well. Falls a little flat. I'll go ahead and set this right here. Next item out of the box is going to be Space Invader socks. Now, I believe this is the first pair of socks that I've ever received out of a box. I know there's some boxes out there that do this quite often, but I've never received any of them. So I really like that I'm getting my own first pair of nerdy socks. I don't really have any. I think I have one pair of nerdy socks that I bought myself, but this will be pair number 2. One thing I do have to say about it is every time that a company reaches back for retro items, they always go Space Invaders. And although I grew up with Space Invaders on the 2600, the Atari 2600, I wish that there would be more diversity when you reach back for retro items. Like, let's get some Pitfall items or Snoopy the Red Baron, games like that. Like, let's bring the diversity, not just have Space Invaders and Pong. In fact, yeah, that a little bit more diversity I would like to see. But I like the item, and I'm going to go ahead and give this a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for the Space Invader socks. Next item, and I know we're going through this box fairly quickly. Trying to cut down on my times for my videos, so I hope you bear with me on it. This is an item called Super Shakers, and it is listed here as, looks like Mario and Luigi, but it does not say Mario and Luigi, like the M and the L. It's got S and P, so I think I know what these are since it says Super Shakers. I'm guessing that these are going to be salt and pepper shakers. And I believe I am right. So here are salt and pepper shakers. And they've got, do you remember those ceramic banks that you might have collected as a kid or had as a kid with the rubber stoppers on the bottom? That's how you refuel it. And you shake it right out of the top. Now, one thing I do have to say about these shakers, I think they're absolutely awesome. For one, very unique, very, very awesome. I've seen Mario and Luigi pepper shakers before, but I've never seen them quite like this, so I really like the uniqueness of that. Might have to drill a few more holes on the top, just because there's only 3 holes in the pepper and 2 holes in the salt, and I feel like you're just gonna be all day like, oh, I got a grain, like. So you might have to drill a few more holes. I don't know, but we'll see. I really like the uniqueness of these items, though. So I'm going to go ahead and give these 8 out of 10. Absolutely love the items. Those are awesome and unique. Those I really like. I'm guessing this is going to be the shirt. And then we have a few items in there I kind of really like already. Let's go ahead and do the shirt. Now, on the outside of this, it says Geekfuel EXP. It's a green box, and it has an ant farm on the side. And it says Giant Insect Mansion. So I'm assuming this is going to be an Ant-Man item, just from the way that it feels. It's got ants all over it. And I have to say this right now. Huge Ant-Man fan. Love Ant-Man. He has become like one of my number 1 superheroes. Absolutely love him. This looks like a grayish green tinted shirt, and it's got the astonishing Ant-Man. It's got kind of like a comic book cover kind of feel to it. Again, the comic book cover style of things aren't really my cup of tea, but this does look like the original Ant-Man, not the new one. So I really like that for this scenario. If it was the new Ant-Man, I don't think I would have liked it as a comic book cover, but it being the old Ant-Man, like, absolutely great. Love this item. Good thick quality, perfect size, everything. I'm going to go ahead and give that an 8 out of 10. This is another win for me. So far, I would say that I am not exactly... I think it's better than the last box. But is it going to end better than the last box? And I think it might with what I have seen for the rest of the items. This included, this is a Q-Fig Marvel. It is an exclusive to Geekfuel, according to the sticker on the front. It's X-Force variant. This is Deadpool unicorn selfie. So he's holding unicorns and taking a picture as a selfie. I kind of want to take this out of the box and show you, but I don't want to screw up the box. So let's see if I can do this nicely. Not entirely, but it'll work. I don't think I'm getting rid of it, so I can only tell myself. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm not going to rip it. Hopefully you guys can see this a little better. That is absolutely awesome. I'm actually a big fan of Q-Figs. I'm not going to be able to get this back on, am I? Okay, there we go, I got it. Absolutely big fan of Q-Pigs. They are action poses, which I really like. Absolutely fantastic. And it's a exclusive to Geekfuel. That. Okay, now we're getting into the impressive stuff. Like this is awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 9 out of 10. This is a huge win for me. I don't have many Q-Figs, and I put that in backwards. I don't have many Q-Figs, but it has been something I've been considering collecting, so this would make excellent addition. I'll do this later. Excellent addition to my collection, and I am very satisfied with that item. Okay, so last item. Nope, looks like there's 2 more items. This was on the very bottom, so I'll do this one really quick. Looks like we are still going to be receiving the Geekfuel Steam game, which I thought was very unique to the box prior to their reinvention. I was getting a little overwhelmed with the crappiness of the games we were receiving, so I'm hoping that it changes. Here is Epistory, which is Epistory immerses you in an atmospheric action-adventure game where you play a girl riding a giant fox who fights an insectile corruption from an origami world. As you progress and explore this world, the story literally unfolds, and the mysteries of the magic power of the worlds are revealed. I don't know. A lot of the games that the Steam gives you, or sorry, Geekfuel give you that are Steam games, they tend to concentrate on beauty more than gameplay. Like, I like when game has beauty. It means that the developers took a lot of time to put together this very artistic world, and I love that. But it seems like some of the times you get more art than gameplay, or more art than story. Like it, and I'm hoping that the difference between the two, or I know I'm blanking on the words right now, but I'm hoping that they work well together. I hope that there's an equal amount of each that bring together a complete game. This is listed as a $15 value. I will have already put in a little clip of the game so you can see what it's like, but I'm hoping that it lives up to expectations. So here's that. And finally, last item out of the box is Predator Premium Bobblehead, and the design of this is absolutely amazing. It's also got Geekfuel written on the top of the box, which means that it is a Geekfuel exclusive. It's got the exclusivity right down there too. I am a huge Predator fan. I would say that I like Predator over the Alien series. The only ones I did not like were Alien vs. Predator and Alien vs. Predator 2. Those were kind of a hit or a miss for me. But I did like what they did immediately after with Predators. I thought that movie was absolutely outstanding. And I look forward to going and seeing the new one here shortly. Although the trailer has me a little skeptical. Almost seems like they're turning the Predators into machines. Like a Terminator vibe to it. And I don't know if that really works. Like, stick with what you know. Don't destroy what we already do. But I love this bobblehead. I almost called it a pop. I love the bobblehead. That is awesome. That is fantastic. Huge Predator fan. Love Predator 1. Predator 2 is still a great movie to me. Again, they lost it with the Alien vs. Predators, but brought it back with Predators. So this is a win for me. I'm giving this a 10. This is getting a 10. Absolutely amazing. I am very satisfied with this box. The figures alone are blowing me away. I would easily give this probably 15, 20 for this. Easily 20 for the Q-Fig. This is valued at 15, but you know that they probably got it really cheap. But I'm going to go ahead and add that to the value. Because if you were to buy it, you wouldn't get it so cheap. So let's say 40, 55. This is probably 10, 65. I'm going to give 15 to the shirt, so that's 80. 5. Did you say 10 for the pair? 10 for the pair. So I feel like they might have hit $100 right on the money. If you think that they did not hit the mark, let me know. You feel they exceeded the mark, let me know. If you agree that they may have just hit it or barely hit it, let me know that as well. But I can say that box number 1, meh. Box number 2, yeah. I can't wait to see box number 3. Let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe. I'm doing a 100 subscriber giveaway, and I think we're only 4 to 6 subscribers away from hitting that mark, and you don't want to miss out on this giveaway. It is huge. So stay in touch. Smash that like button. Later, dudes.